Hi guys, welcome to my week 51 post VSG update. I am ridiculously excited. I can't even tell you. I can't believe it's 51 weeks. Next week will be my 1-year surgery, which is crazy. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which is a weight loss surgery called VSG, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy, on October 20th, 2016 in Morristown, New Jersey at Morristown Medical Center. But I'm from New Orleans, which is where I am right now. I'm in town for a bachelorette party that's happening tomorrow, for a wedding I'm standing in next month. My starting weight day of surgery was 265. I'm 5'8". I'm now 31 years old. Last week I came to you at 171.6. This week, this is ridiculous. This week I am 166.5. That is... That is a 5.1 pound loss for the week and 98.5 pounds down since surgery, which is just insane. This was, first of all, it's the highest loss I've ever had since week 1, which is crazy. I did have a 5-pound loss at some point, but 5.1, so technically the highest loss I've had since surgery. And I don't even know. I guess I'm in ketosis, you guys. Last week I talked about the low carb thing, and I really committed to it. And I'm still so afraid of the word keto, because as far as the keto diet goes, I don't do high fat and I don't do moderate protein. I still do pretty high protein, moderate fat. But what I changed this week was that I went very low carb. So every day I was 10 to 20 total carbs. So really much lower than where I was before. Before I was in the neighborhood of 50 to 70, I guess. So definitely a big change. And I've seen this with other people. When they start keto, they have a big drop the first week. So I didn't know that was going to happen to me, but I guess it did. So I am so freaking excited. If I lose another 1.5 pounds, I'll be at 100 pounds down, which was my original goal for my first year. And I guess at some point I didn't think I was going to make it, but now it seems much more doable because it's only 1.5 pounds. So I'm super motivated to keep going. The very low carb thing, so the first couple days were tricky, because the first couple days I was I'm not really going to count calories. I'm just going to eat light meat and cheese and eggs until I'm not hungry anymore. And I went way over on my calories the first couple days. But then I started adding in vegetables, and that really, really, really helped me come down on my calories and stay low in carbs. And you know what's crazy is that I feel I'm not even hungry, and I know people talk about that on keto, but I didn't fully believe it, I guess. But now I am a believer. I don't know if this is good, if this is gonna work for me for forever and ever, amen, but I'm definitely going to give it a good long try. I'm just so happy. So yeah, 5.1 pounds, you guys. For being a year out from surgery, that's insane. That's really crazy. Anyway, so next year will be my 1 year, which I'm really excited about. After that, I think on this channel I'm only going to post every other week instead of every week. And I think I'm only going to officially weigh once a month, because I expect loss to be slower, although now with this new keto thing, maybe it won't be, but I'm only going to weigh once a month on the 20th. So I'll come in on alternate weeks, just with something else, but not, still weight loss related, I guess. Everything, I don't know, my whole life is weight loss related. But I won't have an official weigh-in every other week, so only on the 20th of every month. What else? Thanks so much for the positive feedback on the 60-second interviews. I'm glad you guys like those. Every time I meet a YouTuber, I'm going to do one, hopefully. So more of those to come. Thanks for watching. What else? Finally happened for the first time. A coworker commented on my weight loss. Yeah, almost 100 pounds down. And someone finally said something. This guy that I've been working with for well over a year, he was like, hey, I don't know if this is inappropriate to say, and I hope you're not offended, but you look great. You've definitely lost weight. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks. I've been working really hard. I thought it was so funny, because I know when I was, 30 or 50 pounds down, I told you guys how no one commented on my weight loss at work. And I don't know. I was really upset about it back then, but now I like don't even care if people say anything, and someone finally did. So that was funny. What else? Oh, guys, I'm Mexican. I mentioned that in my last video, and I got a whole bunch of comments of people who didn't know that, and I feel like I had mentioned that before, but maybe it was a long time ago, or maybe I had just like said that individually to people, because some people know. Some people definitely know, because I got some questions and comments about, loving comments about the multiple earthquakes that happened in Mexico recently. So anyway, some people knew, but I guess maybe I just hadn't said it in a while. Yes, I am Mexican. Both of my parents were born and raised in Mexico. I am first generation American. I was born in New Orleans, but my whole family still lives in Mexico. Aunts, uncles, cousins, my grandparents were there. And so, yeah, I grew up speaking Spanish as a first language. So the way it happened was my dad was sent to like a fancy prep school for boys in Mississippi for high school, prep school or whatever. And then he went to college in New Orleans. He went to Loyola University, and he just fell in love with New Orleans. He was from Veracruz, and I think New Orleans just really reminded him of Veracruz, the climate and the people and the music and the warmth and the friendliness, right? So he fell in love with New Orleans and just stayed, but would always go back to Mexico to like visit his family and stuff. And at some point in Mexico met my mom, and when they decided to get married, they moved to New Orleans because he already lived there. So yeah, my parents have been in the States for many, many decades, but I was born in New Orleans. But yeah, so and I'm an only child, so I'm very, very close with my cousins who all live in Mexico. All of our family vacations, Christmas, birthdays, and stuff were all spent together, either in Mexico or in New Orleans or some other vacation somewhere else. Yeah, like I said, I grew up speaking Spanish at home as a first language. So I don't know, I just thought I would put that out there because I guess I haven't mentioned it in a while. But anyway, I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I am visiting family here in New Orleans, and like I said, tomorrow's that bachelorette party, which I'm excited about, and I'm definitely going to keep going with the super low carb thing because it's really not that big of a change in terms of what I can and can't eat, but I feel like it's a huge change in terms of my restriction. I just feel like I'm like never hungry, and I feel really great. So I'm gonna keep at it. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thanks for always liking and subscribing and all that, and I will talk with you again soon. Okay, bye.